season as both of these programs try to make an early statement and build that resume. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium, as we'll see the #9 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. Coming out with it, it's Kane. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Rush is on him, and he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Singleton. Oh, he's got some space. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Looking for space. It's Robinson. Fights off a defender. And he knocked him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Yeah, and now they got to put it together, right? Now, this is when it really works. When you get in conference play, it gets different. The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Perry on 3rd down. Pulls it in. It's Cobb. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 40.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better?
Turning it on! He's at the tip, and he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Auburn! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Back to throw, it's Batir. Buys a little extra time. Taking a shot on the first play. Go to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Got a little space. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. The Sooners want to move quickly. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
This offense knew coming into this one, guys, how important it was to start early. And on this opening drive for them, they're doing a nice job running the football there on 3rd down. They're in a position on the field now. If you're on defense, you got to be ready for a shot throw into the end zone.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. To the air on 1st down. He's got it. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Sooners. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There's no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because of it.
And he makes the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Makes it past the marker. He's running free down the middle. The 30, at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got
love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They'll line up to go for two. Gets the back moving. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Into the end zone for the two, and they push that lead out to 8. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Sooners will hustle to the line.
Well, he's able to make it easy after that catch, and I think his speed is something that just scares DBs to death. And you think about great Oklahoma receivers recently, guys like CeeDee Lamb, Sterling Shepard, Hollywood Brown. DBs gave them so much cushion because they were afraid they were going to get run by, and I think that's how defenses treat this guy too. With his speed and his playmaking ability, he scares you to death, and that cushion helps him out tremendously.
That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. The run from the shotgun. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Now adjusting. Bought a little time, lets it go. Right on the money. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I don't know what you want me to do. I mean, this guy is unbelievable. He's just got such elusiveness. You see him, he's getting outside the pocket, he's making you miss, and then all of a sudden, he's throwing completions. I got no answers for him.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Forges ahead for 1 to the 8-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Calls his own number. Running through contact. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. blitz the uprights. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Now they'll run it on the toss. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
To the air. It's Knight. Makes the grab. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll leave it with him.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The Tigers have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Creates a little room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Now on first down from the 43. Caught behind the line. It's Coleman. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Scanning the field, it's Daniels. Takes the easy completion. He is delivering the blow while running the ball, and he gets it to the 39. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays. Easy decision.
Sooner Nation bearing down on this offense on this huge 3rd down play. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he's got a chance. They stripped it out. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Sooners. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And that's just the guy you want to find that football. The ball's loose. Who do you want to get it? One of your little fast guys. The defensive back picks it up and turns on the afterburners, takes it all the way back for the touchdown.
try to tack on one more. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 6. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thompson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Pocket breaking down. Got his man to the left. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Tight end now in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. He's on the 40. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Floating away. Fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, an incompletion, who cares?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Turns it loose. Snagged in the middle. It's up. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Auburn ready to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Caught over the middle. It's up. There he goes. sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball in the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Back to pass, it's Mateer. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got it and still on his feet. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Grab the short pass to put the Saints on the board. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find him, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
From the gun, looking for a man. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for.
They're throwing for it in a 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got it, Convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Auburn lines up quickly. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Here's a hit. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Might be calling a hot route. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Never has to leave the pocket and fires over the middle. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Let's see what he can do with it. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. They'll run this play from the pistol. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and referees caught it.
Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Cobb.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking to throw, it's Knight. Fires to the right. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. He might want another play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's up. At the 45 on his way. He's loose. Touchdown Sooners. And the route is on.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. the end zone. It's Kane. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Off the play fake on first down. Throwing right. It's complete. An explosive play to wrap up the third quarter. Oh, they finally got him out of bounds, but not before he carried some momentum for his team into the fourth quarter. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So first down will open up the final period. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Turning it on. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He'll throw it. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. That's caught. It's Burks. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 for the 1st down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fired. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Onto the field again. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think...
And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35. He'll work his way down to the 28. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're
looking for the end zone. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3rd down after the run. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end? Just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it.
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him, working away. Nice job being on the same page, getting the first down.
From the gun, give on the inside. At midfield, he's got room. All by himself down the middle. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. I think we can just about blow the candles out on this one. It's all over.
No doubt. It's over. But you know what, Reese? These stats aren't over. They count for postseason awards. So I'm all for piling on the stats, running up the score, offense, get the stats.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Troy is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's still a one-score game. They're trailing by 8 to Purdue. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. Power football with the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. And the best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box.
Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds. Really good pickup, an explosive run there, but that's going to be like a fabulous parting gift. Not enough to make a big difference. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.